Hello everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. I am Goba Ivan. So in today's video we shall be looking at introduction to computers. In this modern world today, all of us are using computers. They are all over around us, and some of us do not know what computers really are, yet it's very important for us to know what they are. So in this video we shall be looking at how computers work, its components, and we shall also dive more into how computers are important in our day-to-day lives. So let's get started. So quickly, what a computer is. So when you look at this definition, a computer is an electronic device that processes data and performs tasks based on a set of instructions or programs. So let's take an example of this. A computer is like a device that can accept input, that is of data, and that data can be processed by the computer. It can as well store it, and also it can be output by the computer the way you want it to be. So that is basically what a computer is. Here further it's saying that so it allows users to perform a wide range of activities such as browsing the internet, creating documents, or even playing games. So whatever you're using is a computer. When you're playing games, you're creating documents, or when you're on the internet, you are using basically a computer. Away from that, the computer is also made of components, and here are the main components of a computer. A computer system is the set of components that work together to ensure that a computer is working properly as intended. So these are the main components of a computer. One, we have the central processing unit. So this central processing unit here is the brain of the computer that performs calculations. For example, if you ask a computer 1 plus 1, it's able to give back a feedback because it has what we call a central processing unit, or a CPU. It's like the human brain, but in the computer world, it's what the computer uses as its brain. Secondly, we have what we call the motherboard. So in the motherboard here, it's a circuit board that connects and allows communication between all parts of the computer. We know that the computer is made of different parts, so this motherboard allows the computer to be able to communicate with the different parts. Like a CPU is able to communicate with the power supply. All this is made possible because of the motherboard. Another component of the computer system is also the storage, which is either the HDD or the SSD. So this one here, it helps in storing of data, programs, and operating systems. Anything that is in the computer can be either data, it can be an operating system or a program, and that is stored inside these storage devices. Another one is also what we call the RAM, or the memory. So this RAM here stores short-term memory for the computer. It stores data just for a short period of time, and it is allowing a user to also access that data quickly. So this is how a RAM looks like. We also have what we call a power supply unit, or what is abbreviated as the PSU. So this PSU here converts electricity from the outlet into a usable power by the computer. We all know that power is either DC or AC, that is direct current or alternating current. So with the help of this power supply unit, the computer is able to convert power into the type that is good for its consumption. So basically, these are the components of a computer system. Next up, we are looking now at the type of computers. When you look at this slide here, these are different pictures of computers. So we have desktop computers, like for example, this here is a desktop computer. We have the monitor, the system unit, a mouse, keyboard, all. This is what we call the desktop computer. We also have laptops. Now, these laptops are portable. You can carry them, and just like the one I'm using right now, this is also a computer, and I believe most people have this. So know that you're carrying a computer. We do have tablets. If you didn't know that a tablet was a computer, here is the chance. It is also a computer as well. The same applies to a smartphone. These are what everybody almost has in today's generation. So know that the phone you are using is a computer, because you're able to communicate, you're able to store your data, you're able to create content. That makes it a computer. And then here we have servers. So these servers are usually resources that are used for managing networks, and they operate more like for network issues. So for you to know more, you can go on Google and search and find out more about servers. These are also computers because they manage network resources, so that makes them also computers. There are also other types of computers, but these basically are the common types of computers that we use in our daily life. So now, away from that brief introduction, I want us to also look at what we call hardware and software. So briefly, hardware refers to the physical components of a computer system. So when you are to see or look at a smartphone, there are the outer parts there, like the case, the cover, and maybe if you are to look at a button phone, you may see the buttons, or even a computer, you can see the keyboard, the monitor. All those are what they call hardware. So those are the physical components of a computer. And it is these physical components that instruct the software on what to do. So basically, it's like the monitor, keyboard, mouse, and the motherboard, the RAM, all those physical components that you can touch. Those are what we refer to as hardware. Secondly, we do have what we call the software. And this software here refers to the programs and applications that run on a computer program or perform specific tasks. So these are like set of instructions that are told by the hardware to do. Like for example, if you tell a computer that you add for me 1 plus 1, if you press your keyboard 1 plus 1, it is the software that will produce that output. It will make it 2. So it is actually an application that runs on a computer and helps to perform a specific tasks. So just a difference between these two is that hardware is able to give instructions to the software so that it performs a specific task. Um, Having looked at what a hardware and software is, softwares, for example, we have Microsoft Word, those of Facebook, those are all softwares. So you cannot touch them, but they are just in the computer. You can use them performing all your operations that you wish. Another important aspect of computers is also what we call an operating system or an OS. So here we have different pictures of the different logos of these operating systems. So an operating system is a software that manages the hardware and software of a computer. So for a computer to be able to open, to be able to run, to be able to perform tasks, it must have an operating system. Just like the computer I'm using right now has Windows, here is the Windows icon. So an operating system is very important in a computer system. Even the phones you use have operating systems. For example, Android. Most phones, apart from iPhone, have Android operating systems. So that's what make your phone able to function and perform all the tasks that you make it. The same applies to iOS also. Like these other phones than computers that use this system, they're able to work and also perform tasks. The same applies to this Macintosh. Macintosh by Apple is yet another operating system that enables a computer to manage its resources, for example, both hardware and software. Without an operating system, a computer cannot work. So it's a very important part of the computing, and you should also know about it. Then we also have what we call input and output devices. So we all know that a computer system is a set of components that are fixed together to that mutually work together to perform tasks. And that we have what we call input and output devices. So basically, input devices are hardware components used to enter data and control signs into a computer system. So in an easy way, we can say they are devices that are used for entering data into a computer system. For example, we have the keyboard. When you use a keyboard, you type your text and letters, maybe numericals or any other thing. You are inputting data, and this is what we call an input device because it lets you to input data into a computer. Secondly, we do have also things like mouse. When you right click, you left click, you scroll, you are manipulating data, and that is by an input device called a mouse. We do have other things like the touchpad, which is there on PC. We have the touch screens on your screen on your smartphone. So those are called input devices. And then output devices are just the opposite of input devices. For them, they are the ones that receive data from a computer and convert it to a form that humans can understand. In other words, when you input data into a computer, there are output devices that enable you to use that data or to be able to convert it, and you understand that data that you have input. So this can be in form of displays, the printed ones, or even the projected information. For example, we have a printer here. A printer is able to project a soft copy so that you can be able to see. We do have speakers. They produce audio devices, as you can hear. We also do have what we call headsets. We have the plotters, and then also we have a monitor. The monitor of a computer is enabling you to be able to see the softwares and also play around, manipulate programs that is able to display to you information or data. So that is what we call an input device. So basically, about these two, an input device is more of like what enables you to put data into a computer, while an output device is what enables the person who is using that data to use that data or see that data. Away from that, we also have the internet. In today's world, the internet has become a major aspect of our lives and networking as well. So, just a brief definition of what internet is. This is just a global connection of computers that share data. So everything you are able to access on the internet right now is just a global connection of network. Like for example, if you are following me on YouTube, you are able to access my information because I'm also having a computer that has my data. So we are both connected. My computer is connected to yours, and that's why we are able to share data, and you're able to access my data and also use it. So we have the basic components of an internet. We have a router, switch, modem. So these are things that you can use for accessing internet, and also some of them are just used for managing internet protocols. So the users of internet, we know them. We can use them for communicating, like on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, all the social media platforms. We communicate using internet. We do data sharing, PDFs for those who are students, and also we share audios, videos, all sorts of things. There's what we call so cloud computing. So this cloud computing is more of like these are modern technologies that are focused on storing data in cloud, or maybe when I say cloud, I don't just mean that cloud up there that forms rain. This cloud is just like in space, storing it like not in a hardware device, but it will just be there on space. So that is basically the internet, and I believe it is so important for you to learn. So apart from that, we do have trends in the computing. Like in the world of today, we have trends that are upcoming in the computing world, and that's why this video is really good that you understand the basics of computing. Feel free to repeat the video all over and over again. While doing that, you should also understand that as you look forward to your journey in computing, there are trends that you can embark on and also improve and learn skills from. For example, we have what we call artificial intelligence or AI. So many of us have already been using these tools like ChatGPT. People have been using photo editors that use AI, voice enhancers, video editors, and all sorts of AI tools that have just emerged out. So the artificial intelligence is really in trend, and it will be good also one day if you have the interest and enroll for it, because it is one of the most high in demand and one of the most trending technologies that would really be productive to someone who takes it. Secondly, we have what we call cloud computing. As I said already, it's for storing and accessing data over the internet. You don't have to store on hard drives, you just access from the internet. It's an easy way. And then 5G networking is now what is blowing the internet. Fastest wireless communication. Right now we are having 4G, but with the 5G network, things will be very fast that you can't accept, you can't believe. We also have what we call quantum computing. This is now future technology with much faster processing. The speed at which computers will operate will be like significantly fast, and it would be like in a blink of an eye you are done with something that you didn't expect to take that long. So these are emerging trends in computing. Besides that, if you are also interested in learning new technologies, here in my channel, we shall be bringing up courses and tutorials on how you can learn some of the skills. Like if you want to do graphic designing, website development, you want to do programming, app development, all those things will come in the future as we start with the basics and move forward. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and follow, share with friends, and also like the videos that I make here to support me. So to everyone who is new to this channel, I want to thank you for being part of this family. So ICT is one of the most high in demand skills right now that you as an individual has to possess. In this 21st century, without ICT skills, it's almost impossible to get a good paying job that is out there. So with this channel, I hope to impart knowledge, skills, and values into you. So make sure that you follow this channel and click the like button, subscribe, and like we shall communicate more. Thank you so much for following, and thank you so much for being part of this lesson today. Catch up and see you in the next one. Thank you so much and have a nice time. Take care.